What are you doing here? Well, look who's back. Welcome back, everyone. It is your boy, a Sainty DJ, and we are now on episode 13, which is honestly crazy to think about. So guys, last episode we went and built an iron farm, and housing this iron farm is a recycling plant. And this turned out really good. I'm really happy with it, and it is slowly making that advance towards the city. And guys, that is the main goal, is to make an interactive and immersive city. But we aren't going to be focusing on the city today. No, we're actually going to be focusing on our house. So we've pretty much had this house since episode 1. And it is pretty much done. There are a few details that need to be refined, but we can't do that yet until we get to the end. But there is one section of the house that hasn't changed, and that is our backyard. Oh no! So I'm really wanting to change that up. I want to add in a nice pool and slowly scale this mountain down to the road. But first things first, we need to get some gear. So last episode we had an unfortunate trip. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. So we completely lost all our gear. So I've been spending a bit of time off camera getting my tools back and then enchanting them all. But as you can see, there's a few enchants I need to get, plus we need more diamonds. We have officially run out of diamonds, which is very sad. All I want is some diamond armor. So I'm going to spend a bit more time in the mines collecting away, and yeah, then we can get started on the house. So after a successful mining trip, we now have over a stack of diamonds. It finally feels so good to have some diamonds, and we're going to turn that all into some armor. And yeah, I think we'll be set and ready to continue our adventure. So let's suit up. And guys, this feels so much better. So now that we got the diamond gear out of the way, we can finally get started on collecting up the materials to build up this pool. So as I mentioned before, we are going to be going to an ocean monument, and that's where we're going to collect up a bunch of prismarine. So once again, guys, let's get this journey started. So I should also mention, guys, that the new 1.21 update is out now. But because we are using mods and resource packs in this world, this means that we can't update yet, as a lot of our versions of the mods haven't reached that update yet. So the most crucial mod that we use on this world is the replay mod, and this gives us all of our cinematics and all those time-lapse videos. But unfortunately, the developers haven't updated to the new version yet, so we just gotta wait for that release, and then we can move across to the 1.21 update. So that means that we're still on the 1.20.2 version. So we could technically go to the 1.20.6 version, I believe, and then that way we can get all those tough variants and all those new copper variants. But this means that we'd have to update all the mods and resource packs to that version, and then, you know, we might have to update it all back again to the new update version. So we may as well just wait, because it'll only be a week away. But in saying that though, we did add in a few new mods just to make our experience a bit better. So the first mod we added in is the Better Clouds mod, and you would have probably noticed this straight away. So basically it just gives us better clouds that look more realistic but keeps to that Minecraft theme. Now the next mod that we added was our statistics mod, and basically this gives us an overhaul of our statistics from animals bred all the way down to, let's go distance crouched, and it just looks a lot more visually appealing. Now we added in another mod, but you probably don't notice it when I'm wearing my armor. But when we take it off, you can now see a 3D effect on our skin. So this is called the 3D layered skin, and it looks awesome. I wish we didn't have to wear our armor all the time so we can see this beautiful texture, but unfortunately we do need to survive. So the last thing we did was actually, instead of adding in, we removed the Bushy Leaves Texture. Now we've had this resource pack since the beginning of our series, and I've noticed over time that it starts to minimize the amount of detail that we have in our trees. So when I build our trees, I like to add in different variants of the leaves. So we might have some birch mixed in with some oak. So when we have our Bushy Leaves Texture on, these details seem to disappear, and it just becomes one big blob of leaves. So I decided to switch back just so we can see the small details within the leaves. And I think it was a pretty good decision, and we'll see that when we make more trees later on in the video. Now that I'm done blabbing, we have finally made it to the ocean monument. So I should mention that we actually have never explored an ocean monument before. But I do know that we need to take out the Elder Guardians first, so let's go do that. But unfortunately, I couldn't find the last one. So after searching and searching, I decided to head back to shore and get myself a cow. So that way we can use his milk to stop the mining fatigue. And we managed to bring a friend with us. And finding the cow was actually really easy. So we just needed to put him in a boat, grab some milk, and then take our milk and the cow with us to the ocean monument. And once inside, we just need to take a slurp and start mining away at the dark prismarine blocks. Alright guys, I think that will do us. We've got enough dark prismarine to keep us happy. And we've got some Elder Guardian heads, which is pretty cool. But to be honest, I don't think those dark prismarine will cover all of the pool, but that's fine. If we have to come back, we have to come back. But I just want to get out of here and go back home. So we've placed down at least 3 stacks of prismarine blocks, and it is still nowhere even close. So I'll have to go back out and get enough to fill this in. So we're going to go do that real quick, and then we can get started on that mountain. And now that is looking more like a pool. So now we just need to add in our water. And wow, this pool is finally looking like an actual pool. We've got a spa off to the side there with a nice mini waterfall. And guys, I can finally say this pool is done. Might need to fix up the hole here, but besides that, this is done. So guys, the next step is to finally finish off the backside of this mountain. So we're going to be needing heaps of grass blocks, heaps of coarse dirt, and a lot of patience. So with that said, let's get to mining. So after about 30 minutes of mining, we finally have all the dirt that we need. And now to spend the next 30 minutes at our spider farm, mending up our shovel. And already this mountain is looking so much better. Now it just needs some vegetation on top. And just like that, the mountain is complete and we got some nice bushes and grass on the back side of it. And we can finally say that our backyard is complete. And we can already see the different variant of the leaves, and that's what I was talking about earlier in the episode. So now we can actually see a bit of contrast and a bit of shading within the tree. But anyway guys, I just want to say thank you all for watching today's episode. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode where we might build up a mob farm and work on some smaller builds. But until then guys, I will see you then.